Like I think it's what 6 or 7 weeks, and I'm ready to fight. Man, I can go 12 easy, dude. I was like no problem.
Is it hard for you to get motivated for this fight, considering the fact that you feel like you won the fight, the first fight? Now, is it because it's Manny Pacquiao, or?
Oh no, it's because, dude, I didn't get any credit first time around, man. This is what this is about for me, man. A lot of people saying a lot of things about the judges and all that stuff, and it's like, to me, if I worry about the judges, come on, man. I don't worry about no judges. I don't worry about any of that. It's about basically winning the fight, man. Winning the fight for the fans and the media. As long as the fans, this time around, as long as the fans and the media say, Bradley, you won that fight, it doesn't matter what happens. That's all I want.
I overheard you say something about Manny and the conversation that you had, and he said that he was carrying you through the fight.
Basically, he didn't say carrying me. He said another word, but basically he lightened up on me because God told him not to knock me out.
You feel like that's a bit ridiculous?
I don't know what to believe. Maybe he has an ultra sense or something. There's some people like, I don't know. I don't know what he believes. Maybe he did. I don't know.
You seem so confident about this fight. What do you think Manny has to do to beat you?
Knock me out. It's the only way. And he has to knock me out.
You feel you have something to prove in this fight?
Do I have something to prove? I don't feel I have anything to prove. I just feel that I have to win decisively, so you guys, so the fans can say good things about me and say that, hey, Bradley won that fight. He won the fight. And so, like, the judges don't even really matter. The judges don't really matter to me. I'm not worried about the judges. I just want you guys to say, damn it, Bradley, you won the fight. You should have won the fight if something was occurred. And I'm happy with that, because then I can walk down the street and be like, I gotta win over Pacquiao, regardless of what any of the judges thought. But I won, and the fans, and the media, and everybody seen it.
Do you feel the judges, there's something about your style that some judges don't get or can't catch? I thought you won the last fight handily. I thought you one of your best performances against Marquez, but it was still a split decision.
Well, what happens is that it puts a lot of pressure on the judges, all this controversy and stuff, and it puts us so much pressure on it, and this fight's gonna be even worse. This fight's gonna be even worse. It's gonna put so much pressure on getting the right victor, and on these judges. And if the fights are close, the rounds are close, it's like who they give it to. They're gonna have to make a split-second decision on who they're gonna give that round to, and that's what it boils down to, man. It's it can be human error. I mean, we're not perfect. There's bad calls all the time, but that's just the way it is. It's in sports, and it's in every sport.
Is there any concern about Glenn Trowbridge, the veteran Vegas judge who was assigned to this fight?
I don't even know who that is.
Well, and the third fight between Manny Pacquiao and Marquez, which a lot of people thought Marquez won. A lot of folks thought it was like an even type fight. Trowbridge had Pacquiao winning 116, 112.
I really don't know.
You totally put the judges out of your mind before every fight.
I don't really focus on the judges. I don't know them. Listen, when it's gonna happen, that night's gonna happen. I know I'm prepared to go to war. I know I'm prepared to fight my fight, and that's what I'm gonna do in there. I'm not gonna be sitting there worrying about no judges or worrying about the outcome. The only outcome I want is winning, whooping his behind, and winning the fight. That's it.
Since the last time you fought Pacquiao, a lot of people feel like you've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And you have tough skin. You can take a good punch, and you have more heart than Carter got little bit.
Yeah.
How do you assess your progress?
I think my progress comes from everything that happened to me in the past. I think that it sucked what went on in the first fight, what happened. I think that the controversy completely made me stronger, tougher, more acceptable to what anybody say about me. Don't care what they say about me. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I've done some great things in boxing. I love my career. I love what I'm doing. I know I'm a hard worker. I've earned every right to be in this position. There's really nothing that anybody can say to me now that can affect me. And then on top of that, I learned in the Ruslan fight that, damn it, I need to listen to my corner. not go out there and think I'm Rocky or somebody, and fight a stupid fight. That boxing is still an intelligent sport, and you really just can't rush in there and just think that you're gonna do whatever you want to do. And I hope Manny thinks he can do that. I hope Manny thinks he can come there and just do and think he can do whatever he want to do, because once he gets hit upside that head, he don't think twice about it. He's gonna have a relapse.
Do you feel that, you mentioned that Manny has lost that drive, that killer instinct? Tell me more about that.
Well, I really didn't pay attention to it too much. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think he's one of the best in the sports. What I paid attention to is basically some of the comments from his team, some of the comments from Freddie Roach, some of the comments from his fans. I'm pretty sure you heard this. Freddie Roach say, Manny's too compassionate, with these guys, his sparring partners. He doesn't want to take them out. He doesn't want to completely dominate them. I'm sure you guys hang around the Wild Card Gym. You hear it all the time. He has said it. Some of you guys have written it. I've read it. And then in the face-off, or when I saw Manny, he basically said that he basically carried me. But not in that word saying that he carried me, but he just said that God told him not to knock me out. And I was just like, really? And that he didn't train hard for me, that he underestimated me. And during the whole first fight, it was like, he's training harder than ever. He's looking this, he's looking that. So it's just like, I don't believe a lot of the things that's said in the media. I really don't, unless it comes from the horse's mouth. He said it himself. So Freddie has said it himself. So that's why I started believing it. And I started reading blogs and stuff from his fans saying that, Manny needs to retire. He's not the same. I've never really seen him back up in a fight. And I was like, damn, I really haven't either. And then in the Rios fight, he took a step back in the last round when he was trying to go out, and he should have went out there and try to take him out because he's Manny. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, I should start going back and tracing history. And a lot of people saying, well, you offended him when you said when was the last time he knocked somebody out. And I was like, well, when was the last time he knocked somebody? I mean, you've been fighting great opposition, top opposition, but when? And they said, well, Bradley, when the heck do you knock somebody out? Well, that's not me. That's not my MO. I'm not a knockout artist. He's the knockout machine. And so if I pissed anybody off, I shouldn't have, because if you get pissed off, then you have to somewhat believe it.
Tim, 2 years ago, most people didn't believe that you belong in the ring with Pacquiao. 2 years now, you talk like he doesn't belong in the ring with you. Is that the way you feel?
It's not like that he doesn't belong in the ring with me. I just feel like it's my time. I feel Pacquiao's a tremendous fighter. I feel that, he's still one of the best in the business. Even though when he got knocked out, everybody's like, well, you think he's going to bounce? I'm like, yeah, he's going to bounce back. He's a fighter. He's going to bounce back. He's a lot of heart. He wouldn't be where he's at if he didn't have heart. But I just feel that my confidence level, the fact that I had a great 2013, the fact that I know myself a lot more than I have, in the past. I mean, I just feel that I'm just a lot more ahead of the game now than I was 2 years ago. That's all.
In the prime of your career.
Yep.
And the very peak of it.
Yep.
And he's sort of going out the other way.
Well, he's 36 years old now, and he's been in tremendous amount of wars. So he has over like 60 or 70 fights. I mean, he's fought everybody.
Yeah. So it has to speak volumes to win this fight.
That's it. It's the only thing that matters. I've said over and over to my team, I said, this fight is the only fight that I care about in my whole career. I don't never have to lace up another pair of gloves again if I didn't choose to do it, if I didn't want to do it after I win this fight. And because it's that important to me. And it's a must-win fight for me. I have to win this fight. I'm going to win this fight. And anything after that is just gravy. Anything after this is just gravy. Just icing on the cake for me, man. This is the the top for me. Manny Pacquiao has done so much in the sport of boxing. He's a living legend, still fighting. And to beat a guy like him and to get the fans approval, to get the world's approval, I mean, that's good enough for me, man. That, hey, Bradley beat him. He's a true fighter. He's a true champion. One hell of a team he has. Congratulations to Tim Bradley.
Tim, what would you do differently in this fight?